So it's January 16th, third week of the year, and I already secured $30,000 in payouts from Apex Trader Funding for this year alone. I can't believe this is happening. I still have 3 more days to go, and I actually could add a couple more grand to this total. We'll see how it goes. And just a few years ago, even a few months ago, I never imagined having numbers like this on a monthly basis. It's actually mind-blowing to me. And all of this is thanks to having the multiple accounts with Apex Trader Funding. I would not be able to do this with any other prop firm. And I'll explain to you guys how I use the multiple accounts with Apex Trader Funding to my advantage. I take a completely different approach than you will see from most people on YouTube and most traders out there. If you've been around my streams, you know what I'm talking about. I do stream live every day from 10 a.m. till about 4 p.m. We have some great time on stream. I do take trading very seriously. So from 9:30 till 10 a.m., I trade on my own. I am fully focused because when you have 300 people watching you on stream, it does get distracting. And also, I do want to just focus on trading and not have any hesitation to take my trades. And this is partially how I am getting way more consistent day to day, okay? So that's that. I want to be fully transparent. I do show all my P&L, blown accounts, past accounts, all that stuff. So there's nothing to hide, but I do trade on my own for the first 10, 20 minutes of the day. Then I go make some quick breakfast and then I go live on stream. And I still continue trading throughout the whole day. But first and foremost, Apex, in my opinion, brought one of the best promos they've ever had. Obviously, the 90% off is a great promo, but this is actually my favorite. So the 1 day pass, they've done it a couple of times already, which is a great addition this year, but it's always been with 71% off. So it does get quite expensive with especially the bigger accounts. But now with the 80% off, I think it's an amazing combination. And this is valid till this Friday, the 19th. So again, it's a 1 day pass minimum, okay? Not maximum. So you could take as long as you need. It's basically one rest rule in the evaluations, okay? So you take as long as you need, but if you are able to pass the evaluation in 1, 2, or 3 days, then you could take advantage of this promo. Regardless or not, if you pass or not, 80% off is still a great deal. And I used to do this last year, and 90% off was very rare. And I think moving forward, that is where Apex is leaning towards. They don't want to have that scratch of ticket mentality for traders. And honestly, for me, someone that is more consistent maybe, or getting more payouts, time is more important than $15 or $20 that I save per evaluation, okay? The big cost comes to the activation fees with the funded accounts. The actual evaluations, the cost is much lower. So the few dollars that you save, you can make that up in the, less time that you actually have to trade the evaluation itself, because you could go into a funded account much sooner. And trust me, guys, when you have to do for 7 days, you could actually not get paid for quite a long time if you just missed the payout window, right? So your 10th day of trading, because you have to trade for 10 days in the funded account, is like a day after the last payout cycle date, or it's on maybe the last day of the payout is on the weekend and you can't get the last trading day in. You have to wait a pretty long time to get to that payout, versus now you could still get, if you pass this this week, you could still get a payout in February 5th. So it's definitely a game changer in my opinion, and I could actually make a lot more money in payouts if they run this promo more often this year. But anyway, guys, again, be careful with it. Don't just gamble the accounts, but in my opinion, it's a great promo. So how does multiple accounts give me an edge, right? So Apex is all about payouts, right? And Daryl actually made a video when he sent out an email with this. He made a video that I watched before I make this video, and he talks about payouts and how important payouts are. Every prop firm is focused on the funding and the rules and this and that, but what are the payouts, right? And that's the same mentality I have. It's all about my payouts. I don't care how many accounts I blow, how inconsistent I am. None of that matters to me as long as I am getting payouts. So mental edge is huge, right? Trading is mostly mental. People think it's all strategy, technical analysis. Most of it, it's mental. And you'll learn that over time as you go. But how I take advantage of having multiple accounts is, number one, I do not trade all of them at once. I think copy trading all accounts at once is great if it works for you, but I think for most people it will not work, because if you have that one bad day, you're gonna wipe yourself out. And I've seen this over and over, and we had some pretty bad stories in the community over time. Some people are pushing to the limit with multiple accounts, and instead of securing those payouts one by one or a couple accounts at a time, they end up losing all those accounts because one bad day wipes everything out, and then you set yourself back so much. So I do not copy trade all my accounts at once. I do have a special strategy that I trade in the morning as my first trade of the day. I will take more accounts on that strategy as I get more confident with it. But I used to do 3 accounts, 4 accounts, and now I do up to 8. Maybe I'll do 10 if I combine with different prop firms. But then after that, as of right now, as of making this video, I've been trading every other account individually. So I'll make $200-300 per account, and I love to scalp, so that gives me a lot of opportunity throughout the day to trade. But basically, this was my day today. I had a great start to the day. I felt very confident. I kept pushing the limits. As you can see, I took losses on 2 accounts. I already got payouts from those accounts. They were paid for, and I didn't leave myself that much cushion in them. I did grow the cushion back. So like on this account, you can see I had $1,300 of cushion. I think I had like $600 or $700 when I actually started trading this account after the payout. It was one of the lower accounts. I have one more like that here. But basically, I lost that account. And do I feel bad about it? It's frustrating on how I lost. If you watch the stream, you'll see like I took a bad trade, whatever. But financially, do I care about it? Not at all. Why? Because I made great progress on these accounts. I'm getting more payouts here. So I'm splitting everything up. And basically, how I see this is every account is worth whatever you paid for it. That's your loss on those accounts. It's not the P&L that you see on the screen. It's actually what you lost on those accounts. And same thing goes to the green P&L. I don't celebrate this as whatever I made here. I think it was total was $1,000 a day plus this minus this was $1,000 a day. I don't look at it that way. I see it as I made some great progress on these accounts. I secured a couple more payouts here. That's how I look at it, right? So it's $2,000 per account. That's how I see it. And it kind of gives me that psychological edge, if you ask me. All right, that's one thing. This is kind of what I talked about. I made this PowerPoint really quick, but basically I'm able to take a loss on one or two accounts like I did today, and I do well on the rest, and I feel like I still make good progress overall for my trading career, for my payouts, right? The most important thing, the payouts. And same thing, I could lose many funded accounts, right? The performance accounts, and then I could get payouts on others, and I'm totally fine with it. I don't care. It's all about how much money did I put in and how much money am I taking out. That's the two things I see. And then having the multiple accounts basically allows me to absorb the loss, because again, I made great progress on this. So imagine this was only 3 accounts, right? So I combine this P&L here, this P&L here, and then I take a loss on the 3rd account here. Now I only have 2 accounts. What if this happens again? Like I lost 2 accounts here and I stopped trading. So these accounts were traded individually. And I took a loss here, I took a loss there, I called it a day, right? If I kept winning, I probably would have traded more accounts. But since I took a loss a couple of times, I felt like I lost the edge and I didn't trade anymore. So I didn't get on tilt. I already accepted the defeat or the loss when I paid for that account. That's another thing I talk about. When I swipe my debit card to pay for these accounts, that is my loss, right? I take a loss because I already paid for that account. I can't lose anymore. That's all I could lose is whatever I paid for it. A lot of big traders or teachers or coaches will tell you before you place the trade, whatever your stop loss is, pretend that money has gone out of your account. Anything that you lose less or make, it's actually a profitable trade. So if you, let's say, risk $500 in a trade, I'm talking about a real live account, you risk $500 in a trade. If you lose $300 on that trade after you place it, you technically made $200. Mentally, you should have felt like you made $200 in that trade because you risked 500, you put it on the line, and you only lost 300. That means you made 200. And that's the mentality I use here. I pay for the account, so whether it's monthly or lifetime, I do both. In the beginning, I preferred monthly, and I still do because I can't seem to keep the accounts long term yet. I'm still working on that. But again, I'm focused on payouts. I'm trying to get to payouts, and you guys could see I have the results to show you that it works. So it's not I'm just like making this stuff up. That's my plan. I'm actually doing it as it's happening, and I think it's only gonna get better. But if I pay $33 for the evaluation with the 80% off sale, and I pay $85, I could in the first month I could push that evaluation, try to make $300-$400 a day, and then you don't have to go for more than that. You can make $300-$400 for a day. You make $3,000-$4,000 on an account. You get yourself a payout. Paying the another $85 is only $20 more than paying for lifetime with the unknown result. So when you pay the lifetime fee, you don't know if the account's going to last to pay out. Versus if you pay the monthly fee, you're going to pay for 1 month, or if you get to pay out, you might pay for 2 months, which is only $20 more than the lifetime. And then if you get to 3 months, that means you're close to getting the full payout on that account. So again, monthly, and I see this all the time in my Discord and on my live stream. People are so thankful for seeing my videos that talk about the math behind the $85 versus $150. And this is on the 50K account. So imagine the bigger accounts, the 150K, the 200K, 250K or 300K accounts. This is the smallest example, and it still makes sense. So the bigger accounts definitely do monthly. But again, this allows me to accept the loss, and I do not get frustrated when I lose an account, okay? Because the loss is already realized. This is the last thing that could happen, right? I mean, this is the most I could lose, and the last thing that could happen is a payout. It's either I already lost because I already swiped the credit card, the money's already out of my account, and then if I get a payout, that's a great progress. So again, guys, it's just that mental edge to not worry about copy trading all the accounts at once. But let me make this clear, guys. I built all of these accounts from one account. So I had one account, I got to payout. Then I got 2 accounts, got 2 of them to payout. And then I've been growing the army since, okay? It's not like I just went to 15, 20 accounts at once and I hoped for the best. No, it's not like that. I used my payouts to get to more payouts. I used my payouts to get more accounts and get more aggressive. And now I'm just letting the snowball build, and $30,000 in payouts this month already. I'm probably gonna get to 35,000, to be honest. If everything goes well for the next couple of weeks, I'll probably get to $35,000, 36,000 between all the prop firms, and most of it's from Apex. And Apex is making some great moves with a lot of the YouTubers out there, and it's great to see that they're finally realizing who the best firm is. But I trade all these firms, and with Top Step, I might make $2,000 this month, one account. Bullnox, I might make $3,000 this month. Bulk of my money comes from Apex because of the multiple accounts and how easy it is to do multiple accounts. Top Step is pretty expensive to do multiple accounts. Bullnox, it's hard to activate. All these prop firms also take forever to activate accounts. When Daryl talked about this in the video, and it hit home like crazy. When they say 1 day pass, they mean 1 day pass. You pass today, you pay today in the evening, you're getting the account in a few minutes. Last time I got my Top Step account activated, it took them a week and a day. They blamed it on the holidays, but someone else in my stream today said they've been waiting for a week and a half already as well. Because I did mine during like Christmas and New Year's. They blamed it on the holidays that it took them that long, but that's how long it took. So what's the point of 2-day evaluation with Top Step if you're going to wait a week to get activated? Same thing with Bullnox. Bullnox is pretty slow to activate the accounts. But again, those are my auxiliary accounts. I just copy trade into them. I don't really even pay attention to those accounts, and I just go with the flow. I focus on my Apex accounts, and then I'll use Quantower, which is the best platform in my opinion, and I'm able to copy trade into the other prop firms. I'm able to log into all the firms at once. I'm able to copy trade it into the other accounts, so I don't have to sacrifice only my Apex accounts because I love rotating them, right? So again, if I lose a couple accounts, couple get to pay out, at the end of the day, it's all about being profitable with payouts. What you pay in, what you get take out. That's all that matters, okay? Not your individual days. Consistency is all you need. Don't need to have big days. I know there's going to be a lot of YouTube stuff going on now with huge P&Ls swinging up and down, and that's great. But to be consistent, that's very hard to do. And small days, $200, $300 a day add up. And I made a video about that recently. But again, guys, in my opinion, one of the best sales. And this video is 15 minutes. I do not plan for these videos. Obviously, this information came out at 6 o'clock. It's 6:49 right now. So I just put this together. I watched the Apex video as well first to see if there's anything else going on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the sale. Again, my code is Alpine, so I appreciate you guys tuning into my live streams, using my codes, and I do give away some accounts on my channel. I'm probably the OG of giving away evals on my channel out of my own pocket. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Obviously, it's out of my YouTube revenue pocket. So you guys tune in, you watch my ads, and we give that back to you. And people seem to enjoy it. So today we had 2 winners. Probably do a couple more tomorrow. We'll probably give away for the rest of the week, to be honest. All right. So again, hit that subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. And if you want me to do a detailed video about my payouts, let me know. This was my biggest payout that I just got for 24,000, and I'll be requesting at least 6 more thousand tonight, and then hopefully another 2 to 4,000 by end of this week. And yeah, guys, have a great week, and I'll talk to you tomorrow on stream.